First, dear guests, welcome to the second game of round 6 FIDE World Cup 2025. And we have a very special guest today to play the first ceremonial move.
Mr. Anurag Singh Thakur is a member of the Parliament of India, the former Sports Minister of India, the Chairman of Parliamentary Standing Committee on Coal and Mines. He's going to play the first move for Arjun against Singh. Please make your first move.
Open water.
And if you could hold the piece and look in the cameras.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Good luck.
I wish good luck to all the players. Please clap your box.
Thank you for coming, everyone. Good afternoon and welcome to today's press conference. It is my honor to introduce Mr. Anurag Singh Thakur, former Cabinet Minister for Youth Affairs and Sports and Information and Broadcasting, and a 5-time elected Member of Parliament from Hamirpur, Himachal Pradesh. He has served as Minister of the State for Finance and Corporate Affairs, and he currently chairs the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Coal and Mines. So we are delighted to have you here with us at the Chess World Cup, and we would like to hear from you.
Good afternoon, namaste everyone. Two good things at one go at a great venue like Goa. FIDE World Cup, Goa 2025. It's like a dream come true. It's after 2 decades that India is hosting a World Cup. And the moment is historic because the trophy is named after one of the great players we have produced, Mr. Vishwanathan Anand. So Vishy is a great inspiration to a lot of us, millions across India and abroad. I think it's a big step forward, a great milestone for All India Chess Federation. And thanks to FIDE and AICF for naming the trophy after Mr. Anand. इससे भारतीय खिलाड़ियों को भी बहुत प्रेरणा मिलती है। जब भारत के एक महान खिलाड़ी जिसने देश और दुनिया में चेस की दुनिया में भारत का नाम रोशन किया, आज इतिहास रचा गया है कि उनके नाम से ट्रॉफी आने कई वाले दशकों नहीं बल्कि कई सौ साल, हमें दशक तो एक 10 वर्ष हो गए लेकिन कई दशकों तक उसको रखा जाएगा। गोवा, I've been here for the national games, I've been here for the IFFI, which is the International Film Festival of India. It has become a hub for events. Goa has done extremely well from cinema to sports It has become a great destination for both shooting, exhibition to sports. My thanks to the Goa government. Let me come back to chess again. I still remember when we requested Prime Minister Modi to come for the torch relay, and I still remember Prime Minister words कि शतरंज तो भारत का ही खेल है. कई दशकों के बाद यहाँ पर आने का अवसर मिला है, इतना महान मौका मिला. टॉर्च रिले हर बार भारत से शुरू हो, ये शुरुआत हमने आज से लगभग 3 साल पहले की. आज एक ऐसी शुरुआत यहाँ पर हुई कि विश्वनाथ आनंद के नाम पे ट्रॉफी होगी. तो 2 चीज़ें भारत को देने का काम ऑल इंडिया चेस फेडरेशन ने किया है. मैं उनके अध्यक्ष नितिन नारंग जी को और पूरी टीम को बहुत बधाई देता हूँ. दूसरी बड़ी बात है कि खिलाड़ियों के लिए जब कुछ ना हो तब तक कुछ नहीं हो. तो भारत के एक नहीं अनेक चेस खिलाड़ियों ने अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर पिछले 2-3 वर्षों में शानदार प्रदर्शन किया. अब उनके लिए फाइनेंशियल एड क्या हो. क्रिकेट में तो होता था जब मैं बीसीसीआई के साथ लगभग 17-18 साल जुड़ा रहा, लेकिन बाकी खेलों में वो नहीं देखने को मिलता. स्कॉलरशिप हो, एनुअल ग्रांट हो. तो मुझे लगता है कि जो बहुत बड़ा कदम ऑल इंडिया चेस फेडरेशन ने पिछले 2 वर्षों में उठाया है, 2 वर्ष से कम समय हुआ अभी, तो उसमें लगभग 42 खिलाड़ियों को सालाना मदद ऑल इंडिया चेस फेडरेशन करता है. आप तो सब स्पोर्ट्स एनालिस्ट हैं, निकाल कर देखिए कौन कौन सा खेल संघ किसको करता है. शायद ही कोई नजर आए, लेकिन एनुअल ग्रांट जब आप अपने टॉप 3 प्लेयर्स को अक्रॉस एज कैटेगरीज देते हैं तो एक बहुत बड़ा वो कदम उठाया गया है. तो पहली बात कि फिडे चेस वर्ल्ड कप अपने आप ही 23 साल बाद करवाना एक बहुत बड़ा कदम था. दूसरा, अपने अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर के खिलाड़ी जो हमारा एक भारत की पहचान है, विश्वनाथ आनंद, उनके नाम से ट्रॉफी को शुरुआत करना, टॉर्च रिले यहाँ से करना तीसरा, और चौथा हमारे खिलाड़ियों को स्कॉलरशिप देना, सालाना उनको इंटर्नशिप के रूप में, ग्रांट के रूप में देना. पांचवा आता है कि बार बार फिडे चेस वर्ल्ड कप की जब हम बात कर रहे हैं, तो मैं अभी नितिन नारंग जी से, कुंडे जी से और यहाँ के जो हमारे बाकी फेडरेशन के मेंबर्स इनसे बैठ के बात कर रहा था कि कैसे पिछले 1-1.5 वर्ष में ही बहुत कुछ बदला है ऑल इंडिया चेस फेडरेशन. एक नई गति आई काम करने में, और पुरानी और नई टीमों ने मिलकर एक लक्ष्य लिया है कि जहाँ प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी 2036 में समर ओलंपिक्स कराने का प्रण लिए हैं, 2030 में अगर कॉमनवेल्थ गेम्स इंडिया में होगी, 2029-30 में यूथ ओलंपिक्स यहाँ पे करवाने का सपना है. जब देश के प्रधानमंत्री खेलों को इतना बढ़ावा देने के लिए सोच रहे हैं, तो बाकी फेडरेशन भी अलग अलग इवेंट्स करवा रहे हैं. और इसी तरह से बहुत सारे राज्य उभर कर आगे आए हैं जो आज खेलों के बड़े आयोजन के लिए सहयोगी बन रहे थे, पार्टनरिंग विद द फेडरेशन to host the international championships, international events in their states, and Goa has become one of the destinations. So my best wishes to most of the federations who are bringing the international events to India before we host the Summer Olympics, and my congratulations to AICF for hosting the FIDE World Cup here. I would also like to thank the FIDE President for allotting this championship, this World Cup to India. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We will now open the floor for media questions. You may raise your hands one by one and ask questions.
Hello, Anurag ji. My name is Arjun. I work for a website called Red Sports. जी मेरा सवाल ये है कि इंडिया में चेस काफ़ी तरक्की किया है in the last few years, but India doesn't have an annual chess competition. I mean, all the Indian players who have to get those norms and rating points, they have to travel abroad. because there are no tournaments in India. Will the government or the ministry take some initiative along this?
I think AICF in the able hands, and if you look at the steps what they have taken in the last 1 year, from sponsoring the players to hand-holding them for the annual scholarships to hosting events of this scale in India and also getting the trophy named after Vishwanathan Anand, all these steps are in the right direction, and I'm sure they have greater plans. Only AICF can answer that question, but I'm sure they'll have larger plans for the promotion of chess in the country, and that is why if they are doing well on the grassroots, that is why our players are doing well at the international stage also. And later on, if anyone from the AICF want to respond to it, I'll be more than happy to.
So this is Marcus from the Times of India. You must be aware that the National Sports Bill is soon to become an act. How much it will transform the way sports is being governed and administered?
I think both the new education policy and the national sports policy, both are going to help sports in a bigger way. It's not only about the mindset and the facilities being given from education to the sports sectors. I think the environment in the country is such that today not only people look at cricket as a sport, there are many other sports where we have the international champion stars, which have become an inspiration for a lot of players on the grassroots level. So I think two things are going hand in hand. One, the government policy making to the government funding. It has gone up from 864 crore rupees to 3400 crore rupees, the annual budget. The spending on the sports infrastructure has gone up from 600 crores to 3000 crore rupees. So you are seeing a lot of infrastructure is coming up in this country. At the same time, they have more than 1100 Khelo India centers across the country. Every district will have one center where the ex-athlete get about 5 lakh rupees annually to run that, and one-time grant of 5 lakh rupees to establish the center. Apart than that, they have 32 National Center of Excellence and so on. I don't want to go into the details. All I'm trying to say is the policy makes a lot of shift, not only in the thinking but also on the ground. With the federation, they will have more transparency, and also there is a lot more focus on the game of various sports disciplines.
Hi, this is Ajit Kumar from the Hindu newspaper. My question is regarding the overseas-based Indian players who have Indian origin, whether they can play for India. Recently, there's been a good development in the sense that Ram Williams is going to represent India in football. So, is the government going to take this seriously and do what it can do to bring more players, especially in a game like football, to help play for India?
It won't be right for me to comment on this because that's a policy decision to be taken by the Government of India and the respective federations as well. Because look at, I'll quote one of the examples of BCCI where they don't allow players to play from other state. If they're born in one of the states, you have to take a transfer certificate and all that. There are provisions for that also. For example, few players who are born in the state of Bihar, Uttarakhand or earlier Chhattisgarh, they didn't have full affiliation, but then they used to travel to other states to play. Many players from the north or other states also go to northeast to play for cricket. But there are laid rules and regulations for that and guidelines for that. Here also, if in future, if there is any need or desire shown by any federation, at that time the call could be taken. But I think in many sports, with the population of 1.4 billion Indians, our more focus should be on to nurture the talent here, create enough opportunities for them for training, skilling, like the Government of India fund them under top scheme for the top athletes from the play field to the podium. I think many federations can also start those kind of schemes to handhold the talented players who could be trained here and overseas also. So rather than importing player from overseas of the Indian origin, I think it will be better to train your players here.
We'll take one final question. Hello, sir. Good afternoon. My name is Aditya. I work for ESPN. You just mentioned that Goa has become a destination across many fields, right? So, when it comes to the Commonwealth Games or the Olympics, as it stands, I know it's still very early, but as it stands, does the government look at one city, or do you want to make it like a pan-India, multiple city games?
I think it's a very good question you raised, but we're still at a stage where India or a state or a city has to pitch for the Summer Olympics. Our intention should be that India should host it. It's very, very important for 1.4, with a population of 1.4 billion Indians and the fourth largest economy today. By 2036, where we're looking at, I think we still got 10 years to go. By next year, I think we will be in the process of bidding for the Summer Olympics, and we expect Indian economy to become the third largest in next 3 years. So I think if you look at the younger population wise, economy wise, facilities wise, India stands a good chance that IOC will look at India's bid very, very seriously to have Olympics in India. On the case of city or state, I'm not here to decide on that, and I'm not the authority to even decide on that. So I think it will come to India. That should be our focus. Anyone else? What's your question?
Hi, I'm Himang Ghosh. I work for the ChessBase India team. On a personal note, how have you followed the FIDE World Cup which is happening in Goa? We have had some pretty exciting games, and just one Indian left now, Arjun.
My good luck to Arjun. I think we are keeping our fingers crossed and hoping for the best. When I started looking at it, like if the name comes to you like Gukesh, to Pragnanda and all that, I think that's the best thing about game. You never know who's going to do what. It's a fair game. You can't blame it on the referee or the conditions. Like in the cricket, you blame it on the pitch conditions at times, or the ground, or sometimes in other games you blame the referee and all that. Here, I think it's very clear, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed for Arjun. My best wishes.
That's it. Thank you very much, sir, for being amongst us and sharing a few words. Thank you.